pushing the button.
Yeah, I'm just.
I ain't got no blinky light on
Him
my
and
mic
his
yet.
wife, they do all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh, his wife's like a TikTok star. Or
Yeah, she
something.
like loves doing that stuff.
Yeah.
How's it going, bud?
Good.
Okay.
Trying to get it.
that.
Yeah, normally when people come, they bring gifts.
I thought about that when I was on my way, and then I seen this, and I was like, "Oh, how cool is that?"
I got another one. We gotta put the other one on there. I got one of the street stock too.
That is pretty cool. Who'd you have make them?
You just buy that. That's just a pullback car you buy out of anywhere, and then you just put your wrap on it.
So Rapid Graphics make a little wrap.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
kidding?
Yeah. You can get that at sprint cars too.
That makes sense. Colby's taller.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that's not all that great.
It's like street stock, sprint car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's the Was Live one. Man.
Green.
Oh, that's like green.
Green.
There we are.
Should be green.
This is always just a few seconds behind. But.
Sure.
Oh, you got to behave though a little bit, Lee. Jamie's watching already.
Oh, jeez.
Are we all actually in the?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Good.
I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but we'll just talk racing.
No, we'll
Sure.
talk about what's going to happen.
We'll
this
talk
year.
last year first a little bit. That'll take 10 seconds for you, and then we'll.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. I don't care.
Oh, that was harsh. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, man. I just had to throw that out there.
I can't do that. I got to work with him, so I got to try to be a little nicer. Bud might not see you for another month.
All right, here we go. All right, we're back for our second show tonight, and we have a couple guys that we sponsor, and we're happy about that. Known these guys for a few years now, and it's been great for Hoagie's Garage. We think we're very well represented with these guys because, you know, they're class acts on the track and off the track, and we love that.
Oh, he's buttering up to you.
Yeah. After what I just said off air, well, on Facebook Live, I said it. But Colby Klaassen and Lee Goos. So how you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Great.
Good.
Good.
Gotta
Oh,
make
got to
sure we-
rearrange.
Talk loud into that.
Okay.
So Tobe and I talk loud enough.
Oh.
Colby's going to be faint. I think Lee's going to be loud enough. So
We'll give it to Colby.
let's just start off by last year. Colby, you tried the
Late model.
late model thing, and to be honest, struggled a little bit, but it's a dream that you've always had. So I give you credit for trying that, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a very good year to learn, and we had so many problems right off the bat, and then we had about a month and a half there where we didn't race at all, and yeah, when you're trying to learn, that's really hard to do,
Yeah.
I've always told people, you need to race twice a week to really learn. Well, we were racing like twice a month, so yeah, it was tough. It's a little more expensive. I probably maybe should have went another year on it, but yeah, with Rock Rapids kind of coming back, hopefully, and yeah, I just thought, with having kids too, going to a stock car is probably the right idea. So
Yeah. Get a race a little closer to home more and
yeah,
a little more often, hopefully.
Yeah, and Friday nights are going to be awesome with the 305s and stock cars and everything. So it should be almost like a second Hoagie's track in a way, So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 'cause Rocky's got a fairly aggressive schedule, you could almost call it, I would say. They got quite a few races because there's besides their weekly classes, they got, I think, 13 sprint nights. So they're going to have sprint cars there.
Yeah.
12 or 13 are scheduled.
Yep. If you count the 410 and the 360,
Yep.
I think 360, 305 together probably.
Yeah,
I think fair night.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And then they got the 410s back. So.
you bet. Lee, you tried something different this past year also. I mean, you still did the 305 thing, but you tried some 410 for a little while.
Yeah, we did kind of like Colby. We tried stepping up, and it's a lot harder. That's for sure. The competition's a lot more stout, and it's a dollar deal. It takes a lot more money. We bought an older 410 and found out that you can't compete because you have the time. You can't compete without having a decent 410 you have to put in 2 good laps to start the night. Otherwise, you're buried to start with.
Yep.
It all starts with the 2 laps in 410.
It does. Yeah, it's a lot different. Yeah. Yep. And you don't, and then how do you pass the guys that are already time faster than you, have a lot of experience, and better equipment, they're all starting in front of you. So, you know, I mean, it's a hell of a way to learn. It's like, yeah. So no, like I said, we're going to definitely do that again this year, but, with hopefully better equipment. We got better equipment. We got another motor from Aaron Werner just recently. So, you know, that'll be a little better, but we're still probably looking for something newer, to be more competitive that way. But no, it was a lot of fun. And the 305 thing, that's just fun. I just enjoy that. So we do it, and then our son does it. So we travel around with him. We kind of, his mom wants to be there, so I'm not just going to go watch. So, I mean, if you're going to be there all night, you might as well go race, right?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's what happened there. And then we went to, as we got close, and we were only at like 18 races into the season, and that's when we decided, hey, this is doable. We'll go for the national championship too, and then ended up completing that and made that happen. So that made the year even that much better.
Absolutely. In case you don't know, I went down to Lincoln. Colby was there. Tobe had bad timing. Dad passed away at that time, so he was planning to go. But Sam went down also, and down in Lincoln, that was quite the ceremony or whatever you want to call it. But you're national champion of the Race Sabers, which is
They put
really
on a heck
cool.
of a ceremony. Yeah,
It was awesome.
They make you feel really special. Black tie affair. They rent you a tux, and then everybody's dressed up, and like I said, a fancy meal. And yep. So it is really cool.
Yeah.
What
like I
did
said,
you guys eat? I never did hear. What was the meal?
It was
steak and
good.
chicken
Really
and-
good.
Yeah, they had desserts on the table, and yep.
Because I
Start with a salad.
Sam didn't even tell me. I'm a little disappointed. I don't think Sam even took. Of course, I could have.
He liked it.
I
Yeah.
know, but I could have forgot by now.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yep.
It was really
Because
good.
me and Sam have a
And-
tendency to
and
talk about food.
I'm super fussy, so
Well,
yeah,
worse than me, even I think.
yeah, I am. So it was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
So
We'll have to see if we can do it next year.
Well, if we get Darren convinced to have IMCA sprint cars, it'd be a lot
It would
easier.
be a lot. Yeah, it would make
Oh.
life better. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
not
Yep.
near as much traveling to get to an IMCA race.
Yeah,
to get
because-
your 20 in.
Yeah, because racing just Hartford, there isn't,
You
I
don't
think
get 20
there's 14 or 15 shows is
If
all, and
they
then
all
we'll be
do.
running 410 on Sundays. So,
Yeah.
yep. So it'd be a matter of trying to hit some shows up beforehand or afterwards again, and yep.
yeah,
That
'cause
chasing it at the end is a little tough.
you went to Nebraska, to different parts of Iowa,
Yeah.
up into Minnesota, North Dakota, even, didn't you?
We did, yeah. Colby went down to us, Beatrice, Nebraska. We tried that. We never made Eagle at all last year. But we went over Shelby County, US 30. We went up, Buffalo River. Like I said, we went up to River City. Yep. And like I said, that was all kind of at the end. Just we had to get our 20 shows, and then on top of the 20 shows, I had to get rid of one DNF. And yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if that you can run like up to 40 shows, can't you, or something that count for
Up to 40, yeah.
And then they take your best 20.
40, yep.
So if
But
you
like
look-
I said, I think when we hit 20, we were top 5, I know. And then it didn't take, like on our 22nd show, we were, I think, second. So we just had to get a few more shows, and everybody else had quite a few shows.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yep. When you're barely dropping off, I mean, yeah, just one bad night,
Oh, yeah.
So you got to get rid of them.
Yeah, you got to throw out the bad ones.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive. You did it. You'll probably put 26 shows. or
We
something
had
like
28
that.
total.
28.
Yep.
Yeah, them other guys were
I'm gonna
running.
fix this.
Some other guys were running quite a few more nights.
Yeah, that's what's pretty neat. And then
I feel like I'm
one of the doubleheaders at Jackson, they don't count. Which is, I called them and they said
close to
that's,
you, so
Is
that's
that
better.
better?
Maybe you guys can talk about this a little bit because we don't really get to see it. I wish I would get over there more, but
Yeah.
Rapid Speedway, have you guys, we had Darren over, or not over, but we talked with Darren. It's sounding really good for next year. You guys maybe get to see it.
Yeah.
What's it looking like over there?
I would say you get on the front side of the grandstands, looks really good. I mean, looks like Rapid Speedway.
Yep.
Behind the grandstands, that's where the work needs to be done.
All that cement is undermined and pushed
Yeah.
up, and there's work to be done yet.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I don't know how far they're going to get. I know they want to bury a tile line through there because the cement's getting all tore out anyhow to help with some drainage behind the grandstands. Darren talked about that. That hasn't been done yet, but now obviously the ground's froze, so it makes it a little harder.
Mhm.
But there's work to be done. But the track itself, the fence is all up. The track, I think they've got that all cleaned off.
Yeah, it looks like they added a bunch of dirt, so
Yeah.
maybe we won't have that river silt like we had in the last flood. Our last 100-year flood 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Oh,
This one was, some people will say this was definitely higher. Some people will
Yeah.
say, well, it didn't measure higher, but
it was fast.
It measured higher in town. You go a mile north town. They said at the golf course it was 6 inches lower. than it was in
Yeah.
14.
Really?
But then you had 3 more streams feed into Rock Rapids below the golf course.
Mhm.
Definitely deeper by my house. I can tell you that much because my street was a river,
Yep.
and it wasn't a river in 14.
Yeah. Well, you had a foot of water in your basement.
Well,
we were
that's more
moving
of
stuff
sewage.
out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but you bet.
Anyways, but so yeah, they got some work to do, but they've put a lot of time in already. They've had a lot of people helping them. They got a lot done. There's obviously still work to do. Fingers crossed they have a good spring and everything works out for them.
Yeah.
Because like we said, they got a really good schedule planned out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think I saw Darren say something about he had a 3-hour meeting with FEMA. So,
Yeah.
because he had a drink sitting there after a 3-hour meeting.
Might have
with
needed
FEMA,
2 of them
so-
after FEMA.
So who knows how that all went? But let's talk this year a little bit. What's the plans, Colby?
Oh, well, we kind of had to re-gear up, I guess. I'd raced stock cars for probably 8-9 years at Rock Rapids, and
Did
I
you
moved
start
to
when
the-
you were 12, or when did you start?
No, started when I was 16. But then I started doing that street stock deal, which is very similar to the stock car, and we went to the late model. I pretty well cleaned house and switched to all the late model stuff. Well, now doing the opposite again, going back, so which is good. It's keeping everything new, and yeah, it's a little bit of a learning curve getting back into it because the cars have changed since the last time I ran them, and I don't think it'll be that bad of a, it won't be that hard to get back into it. But yeah, you get a whole new car and a different brand of car than what I'm used to. Yeah, the motor and stuff, that's all kind of the same. So we have a lot of experience and knowledge going into it, so that helps a lot. But yeah, no, we're gonna run a USRA stock car class. Before, I've always been able to run IMCA and USRA, but yeah, I'm trying to get myself not to race so much with having kids and everything. And yeah, so this is a good deal. You can run a quick change, so my pit crew will actually help me, and because nobody wants to change 9-inch gears anymore, which I'm totally okay with it. They're heavy and no fun, but yeah, and then we're gonna follow the Ironman series a little bit. Hopefully, end of March, there's a 3-day race in Wheatland, Missouri that we're gonna try and go to. It's not set in stone yet, but nothing's really going on yet, and if we're ready, we're gonna go. So
You got any vacation time saved up? A 3-day show, obviously, you're going to have to leave before the work week's over.
yeah, probably 2 days, Thursday and Friday. So
For those listening that don't know,
We're
we
not
probably
supposed to
work
talk
together,
about
so-
work, though.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, no, I just harassed him a little bit.
yeah.
So how many races are you tentatively planning on running? Any idea?
25, 30. I don't
Okay.
think we're gonna hit all too many, and just kind of see how it goes. Yeah, but I'll hopefully be crewing every Sunday night too with you. So that's kind of, I'm just as big of a race fan as I am a race car driver, and yeah, I get, it's a lot less stressful when you're there helping, not having to actually drive the car or
Just-
have any financial
Unless
backing.
Lee's yelling at you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
no, we got that. It'll be all right. We're gonna be better this year.
I got that figured out. Nobody's gonna put me in my place.
I will maybe suggest Lee's got to be a little bit nicer because there's a size difference here. And I think if push comes to shove, Lee's losing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think I got a chance. I might be able to outrun him. Though.
Yeah.
I know you can both outrun me.
Maybe we could do that instead of time trial. Just have a
Yeah,
40
like
and see if we could get.
Oh, like we did,
yeah,
like
like
Oski
Yeah,
does.
Yeah.
isn't that really cool?
Wouldn't that be something?
That's absolutely awesome. I love that. So I don't know how I'm waiting for a guy to pull up with like a severe hammy and then have to go race and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Oh, but
Most of them guys are in better shape than us, bud.
yeah,
So
and younger.
Yeah, so they can run a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lee, what's the plans this year for you?
Well, we'll be doing Rocky on Friday nights, and then the opposite Friday nights. Generally, a lot of them at Jackson. So Friday nights between Rocky and Jackson, that'll be most Fridays. Saturday, we're still going to do I-90 because our boy's going to be racing there. I don't know if he's going to do Rocky with work and then some other stuff he wants to do, but we'll be racing I-90 again. Probably most all of their shows this year. Last year we missed a show and still got the points, but they took off Belleville and a few shows that we normally leave for. So that'll be cool. And then Sunday night, the goal is to try to be as competitive as possible in the 410 class. So I want to concentrate on that more definitely. And then, like I said, with Colby helping, that's going to help a lot. And Colby, Sid, Jamie's always there and stuff. But like I said, to have two guys I know that are really devoted, like I said, and they want to win as bad as I do, so that makes a big difference. We'll have some hit and miss shows here and there. I'm sure with our son, he likes to find shows, random places. Like all of a sudden he's heading to North Dakota or something like that. So we might try to go with him on some of them, but we'll see what happens. It kind of depends because sometimes it's a last minute thing he thinks of. But we'll start the season probably I think April 5th at Shelby County. We'll hit some shows early. And like I said, just to see where we're at with the 305, and then if it comes to it, where like I said, we got a chance at the national championship again, we'll do that. I think it'd be a fun thing to try to do again. Yeah. And then maybe the rest of you guys can come this time.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, like I said, that would be like I said, the goal there, and then obviously to be a competitor, not just another car at Houston's in the 410 class would be the thing.
Now, it sounds going to be fairly competitive again this year, I would think, at Houston's from who's going to be around.
It is competitive.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's half a dozen guys that do it for a living.
Yeah. Yep.
It makes it tough. Yeah, like I said, they show up with the equipment that's good enough to win at the Outlaw shows. Driver. So, yep.
Yeah, Tim's he made it, didn't he? His top 5, wasn't he? Because shots blew up or something. We think so. So and it looked like Tim's is going to be there
pretty much every night,
almost every night during the weekly show. So I mean, that's one guy, and then there's going to be others for sure up there.
The regulars that are there anyhow.
Yeah. So
it'll be fun. Somebody like me wants to hear.
Yeah.
Like I said, we really like Ryan, but yeah, he runs hard and he's got Houston's figured out.
Yeah.
He's definitely not afraid of the wall, that's for sure.
It's definitely one of his favorite tracks. When we talk to him with racing stuff,
you watch everywhere he races, and
Houston comes up right away as one of his favorites.
Yep.
So
in the 410, that's where he's most competitive at.
Yeah, absolutely. How was the car looking? Tobe and I were there the other day, and it really wasn't completed or anything, and then all of a sudden you had the whole thing wrapped and showing stuff. So just kind of curious, where are you at in the process?
We're sitting pretty good. Waiting on a motor. I mean, we're always waiting on a motor, it seems like. But no, they're always good when they show up. So that's all I can really say. Usually, I like to get my bodies and wraps done right away because then you beat the rush of everything. And I got the body done, and mounting a stock car body isn't exactly like a street stock or a late model body. They're a lot easier. Now we're back to steel sheet metal and stock roofs and cutting and getting creative on how you hang it and stuff. So that takes a little bit of extra time. It turned out really nice, I think. It's kind of too bad you're going to go and beat it all up, but
they look so good when they start.
First night.
Yeah. I usually I just say, well, we got to have it nice for a picture, and then it's race car, But we're sitting pretty good. I ended up getting rid of my late model and getting a second car that's another stock car. It's not necessarily a spare car. I'll put it for sale, and we'll see how that goes. If I don't sell it, I can use it. That was the main thing too. And the stuff on there, like it had shocks and lead that I still need for my other cars, so I can kind of rob it off there, and we should have a pretty good setup going in. Spares, getting all the spare stuff over again too. You're basically putting together 2 cars, but at the beginning of the year, especially when you're starting over with nothing. We're sitting pretty good. Hopefully by the end of February we have a race car done, and then we can focus on getting everything else ready for the season. Trailer and your pickup to haul it around and all your pit equipment. I mean,
this one should fit a little bit better.
Oh yeah. I got 2 cars.
That other one was. Oh man.
Yeah, I got 2 cars in the shop now, and it's like, man, I got way more room than I had one car.
One car.
Yeah.
Those late models, they take up some space.
Yeah, they are.
Like when they put them like at Houston's when they run that Silver Dollar Nationals, they put them big bodied cars on there. It fills the track up in a hurry.
Though when you're racing on it, it doesn't really feel that way. I mean, coming out of turn 4, it does. It's always tight there. But, But through the corners, I mean, you don't even notice it. I'm not saying I have the best opinion on it, because whatever. But it's Houston seems narrow to when you watch it, just because the wall is so big and it's high up there. But it is a pretty wide racing surface, especially with. Seemed like when they brought the body cars there, they let it widen out a little bit more, and let the track slow down a little bit. I think the weekly shows could be a little bit different that way too. Because 305 guys kind of get the shaft, and the street stocks do get the shaft, but it makes good 410 racing.
Yeah.
I love Huset's. I loved it when I raced there. Just they've changed it up a little bit, and it's not exactly what I want to do every week.
Now you can go up there and relax. And just
Yeah.
scrape a little
I
mud,
don't know about
change a
relax,
tire.
Yeah. As long as you don't tip it over right away, and then we got to run back and forth across the pits. But,
Right?
No, you got a spot reserved this year, right?
Yeah, that'll make it easier. Yeah.
No.
So we're right between Jared and our boys, so yeah, we're closer that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year we were on the backstretch when we tipped over.
Yeah.
That was a long run.
So we'll race Friday, maybe Saturday, and then go to Houston's and crew, I guess, on Sundays. So
Yep.
as long
Absolutely.
as my wife agrees to it and lets me go, I guess.
Oh, Brooke will. She's a sweet lady.
Yeah.
We'll get her to hang out with
Well,
Jamie with the kids.
yeah.
And Brooke
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
quite a bit to
Yeah.
sits with us too. So she's down in there sometimes. So,
Yep.
how you sitting, Lee? You said you kind of,
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do yet. Like I said, so I got we got stuff from Aaron Werner, so I got to go through that stuff and then put together my 410 program. Basically, I want to put together a solid car and then kind of a backup car for that, and then another 305. Probably going to sell the red one that I had at Hartford last year, and that way everything's the same because that was a Maxim, and that way everything will be a triple X, and then we'll keep that silver car, maybe rotate that to
has to be a
I-90.
little hard to do, doesn't it? That car was pretty dominant at.
Kind of. I actually still got. Yeah, I said it was dominant at Hartford, but the year before our black car was kind of the same way. I think it's just
Okay.
Hartford I'm comfortable at.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So you're actually going to just have one chassis this year, one brand?
yeah, I think I'll have one brand. That'll be
Wow,
something
that could
new.
be the first time since I've known you.
Yep. Everything's just kind of been whatever.
Yeah.
So
Whatever
we bought a
you-
couple new cars. So that was what we were going to build brand new cars for the 410, and then maybe a new car for the 305 for like Jackson and stuff. But yeah, the 305 is just it's not really picky, and I can't justify spending a lot of money for what you race for a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
It doesn't need it. And the motor, you can't make that chassis flex. It doesn't feel like,
Sure. There ain't enough torque in it.
No. And the Triple X I've just always been comfortable with, and it's, they're priced more reasonable. So I can buy a new Triple X for the price of a used Maxim. So,
Really?
yep. Yep.
Last year, we started something new with Hero Haven a little bit. Throw out a plug for Hero Haven because I think it was really cool. We did a Hero of the Night. And so Ned Hodson,
This is at Houston's, by the
At
way, for those
Houston's.
that don't know.
and we would love to do it. I've actually reached out to a bunch of tracks because I think it's really cool. And I would love to see more tracks do
Yeah.
this.
Mhm.
So everybody that watches racing, you should talk to your promoters and tell them to do this because I think it's really cool. But, they don't have to go in as much detail as what we do. They could just have somebody present the flag each night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
But-
cost them anything.
No.
And then you pick up, it seems like you always pick up another fan because a lot of them normally aren't ones that come to the
They
track.
haven't been to the track much.
Yeah, that's
Haven't ever
amazing.
been
They do
before.
enjoy it. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, they get a different perspective on it being in the pits.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And that's what, we did. So it was kind of a whole group effort, between Lee, Doug Johnson, Jay Major, Hero Haven, and basically we got a hero, and it can be, first responder, a
military.
cop, firefighter, a veteran. It doesn't matter really who it is. It's somebody that does the opposite of what Tobe and I would probably do if, there was a fire. Tobe and I would probably run. These guys run into it,
Yeah.
and it's just a good way. It's a short bio of what this person has done. And then they present the flag that night. And then what we do, I don't know if it's necessary that other places do, but we go in Lee's pit.
Lee was nice enough to
Yeah, they
help
hang
us out with it, and they get to hang out, scrape a little mud, and a fuel jug, whatever they feel comfortable doing.
Yep. And they rode around with you one time.
Once
but
or twice. Most
what's
of the time with Pete.
what's the other? Pete.
Pete in the Suburban. Don't ask me Pete's last name because I can't remember names.
So they.
But Pete knows who Pete is.
Yep. In the push truck. They got to go in the push truck and start some sprint cars, which is a great experience if people haven't done that. So I just think it's really cool. I
It's
reached
just
out to High Limit. I reached out to World of Outlaws even. I said, you guys should be doing this.
It's just
You know?
it's an easy way to give them the recognition they deserve.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what I was
it's a
saying.
simple
Just
little
respect
thing.
and recognition
Yep.
to people that.
You know,
Right
it's not-
before
A
the
lot of people
national
have no
anthem.
idea that some of these are even veterans or anything. Like
No.
I said, yep.
no,
And just
most
to-
of them don't. They don't talk about it. You know, they ain't
No.
gonna come say, "Hey, I'm an Army vet."
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
they're not that way, and it's really nice to get them the recognition they deserve.
Yeah.
Yep.
And quick shout out for what Hero Haven does. They basically take these people
Yep.
and take them on a free trip somewhere. And then basically how they get a lot out of it is, you know, when the group gets together, all of a sudden they talk, they have great conversation, and before you know it, they're like
friends.
all friends.
Yep.
And, you know, it's just something to reward them with. I think I just saw they went up to
They're
Wisconsin
just in Wisconsin last weekend,
snowmobiling. And
snowmobile or four wheeler, or
What-
side by side, depending on what the snow was. But
Yep.
I think they had snow,
Yeah,
so
well,
So-
here.
absolutely. So that was really cool. I thought, you know, Jamie always makes some food, so there's always food there for him too, you know. So, but I thought it went really well, didn't you guys? I mean,
Yeah.
Colby,
Yeah.
you were down there a bunch too.
Yeah,
but
it was-
I thought it was really neat. Yeah, like I said, and then getting to talk to him a lot of times just before everything kind of gets a little bit more
Crazy.
intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, once you get to hot labs, then it kind of gets tougher. I don't have much time to talk to him, but
yeah.
yep. And most of them, like I said, it's really neat. Just like I said, getting to meet the different people. A lot of times they have their spouse with them.
Yep.
Yep.
So my personal favorite was Harold Meester. How old would you guess Harold Meester is? He's in the best
He's
shape
in his
of anybody.
70s.
Yeah, I was saying he was later 70s.
late
Yep.
70s somewhere.
And I mean, he couldn't get enough of it. He was checking the cars out. He was asking me a lot of questions that I couldn't answer. And, you know, but I mean, it was,
And that was the one weekend I was gone.
yeah, he
I
was
missed
just
it.
really into it. And, you know, he's, I don't know if there's a best veteran out there, but he does so much for our cemetery. He does so
Oh.
much for Memorial Day. He does, and we got to do it, I think, on Memorial Day
Memorial Day
weekend
weekend,
because you
that's
were
why I was
gone.
gone.
So it was just an awesome time. So,
And
what
then-
else do we want to talk about, Tobe?
Well, one of the benefits of the racetrack, see, when Jamie brings food, it ain't real feasible to bring sushi to the racetrack. So then we don't have to
So
worry
you don't have to
about.
worry about
No, we don't
that.
have to worry about. Oh no, that's okay. I'm full, Jamie. I don't. You know, don't have to sound mean. I don't have to be polite and try it.
Yeah, we don't get that at the racetrack.
No,
That's not a lot of people's favorite. No.
I just had to throw that in there because, like I said, she's watching, so I got to pick on her a little bit.
Yeah. And Sunday is like our kind of our wrap or easy food. Where
Yep.
Saturday we have actually really nice food. Yep. She has a couple tables set out in the trailer.
Yep.
We get a little heat for that, but we're only feeding our own group. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not like we're selling concessions there. Yeah. No, she just does it. It's enjoyable for her, and it makes everybody that helps have a lot more fun.
Yep.
No.
Makes-
You know, if anybody online has a question for these guys, make sure you ask us also.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Joe's watching too. It could be bad.
Yeah, but he's also here.
No, not yet. I thought they weren't getting there till tomorrow.
Oh, Thursday. That's right.
They go
We're
down
on the
tomorrow.
race.
Yeah. So,
So he ain't there yet.
no.
What are you guys doing next year?
Well,
Same thing as last year? Or?
You guys doing the Husets? Last call?
We are doing the last call.
Yep.
Doug gave us permission, I guess, to do that. You know, that was a little bit insane how many people watch that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Um,
for the two of us.
I don't think we understand how many people watch Dirt Vision because I think when we did, I'm drawing Anthony Macri, we interviewed him in turn 4.
Yep.
I walked to his pit and I showed him how many people had already watched it. And it was close to 3,000 people.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
In the matter of 2 minutes, there had been 3,000 people that had logged in to I think our highest was close to 30,000 views,
Wow.
which is insane.
Yeah.
For,
For us
Was
two.
that TK or who was that?
I don't know whose that one actually was.
Because I can see, yeah, and you're getting everybody right when they're, when you're done watching a race. I know when you race, you're on that adrenaline high.
Yeah.
A lot of people driving home or anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got that little bit of time.
You got that little bit of time to unwind a little bit, and you just ain't quite ready to go to bed yet if you're at home. And
Yep.
I think it was David Gravels.
Was it
When
Gravels?
Gravel was on.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had
Maybe
Gravel and
crew member. Was he there on that night?
Yeah,
The
he
crew
won.
Zach.
Yeah, the guy that won.
305. That's
When
who
Zach
we had
won
on
and-
those two. So
Yeah. He did a hell of a job that night.
he
Yeah.
flew. He flew.
Yeah, that was impressive.
He's going to be there quite often this year.
I hear that, yeah, with a better car.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just taking one of the twos, and it sounds
Yep.
like they're taking the parts off that they're not allowed to have.
Yep.
Yep.
And roll it down the hill right to the racetrack.
That's what they said. They're pushing down the hill with the mule, and they're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be something
Well,
going
I
to
think,
race.
what were they talking? 7, possibly 8 shows they'd be around.
Yeah, they made it sound like whenever they can be back,
Yeah.
whenever they can, they'll have the car ready. And
They'll be back in the
I'm
area.
sure I know if Dylan was a tire guy, he'd be doing whatever it took to get home.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we got that going on. We'll keep doing this.
Tobe gets to go to
I'm going to Vegas.
Vegas here soon to watch High
High
Limits, right?
limits, the openers of the high limits, yep.
He's going down with Falcons.
And then he's going to be nice enough to take me back to Pennsylvania. And if you'd tell your work that you're sick that last day,
Yeah.
they ain't going to fire you for that. You just want to go along.
Yeah.
I just about went and talked to your boss last night. He was running the
Big
thing.
boss is my brother-in-law, so it's just not that easy at school to call in and say, "Oh, I'm sick, Tim."
Yeah.
He was
Are you
roughing-
really sick, bud?
He was roughing last night. I just about went down and told him that you were coming down with something already. It's going to take, it's going to be a month or two before it sets in real bad, but Bud's got something going on.
Yeah.
It's hard to get by without telling the truth, huh?
But and then Knoxville's probably in jeopardy a little bit for me because my daughter's expecting August 10th, so that's new and that's very exciting for this guy. So
And we've been invited up to North Dakota.
yeah, we've been invited a lot of places.
I
It
know.
doesn't matter where
Five
we
guys
go.
in Shanks, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They think we should come up there for the Outlaw show when it's up there.
Oh yeah.
And
So
so,
River
Hey,
City.
that's a shorter track, right?
That is a short track, but that's
Maybe you have your stuff together and we could
it's
just
like
all go out
Houston's
there.
though. Oh yeah, with the
Yeah,
410.
yeah.
We go up there at the 305 and it's like Houston's. They cut the track, and you're just flat on the floor, and it's so hard to do anything.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Need
Now
more,
what? Joe,
You got a question?
we got an oh no.
Oh, how was your trip?
Oh,
Our
the
vacation.
vacation.
I had to see what it's from your wife.
Oh.
Since
Yeah.
you really didn't want to go, how was the trip?
I was the one that did not want to. I was reluctant to go, so they got me to get a passport and. Yeah, like I said, but I actually had a blast. I probably had the most fun. I was the one that did want to go. And I'm the one like, okay, so when we going again? Yeah. Oh, it was a
Yeah.
blast just to get away. And like I said, Colby and Brooke got to go, and then our other friends, Jared and Jess, the JJ Designs that you got on the screen there, and Aaron and Serena.
That's
So
the
there
exact
was 8 of
moment
us.
even. That's impressive.
That was, yeah.
You're amazing
Timed
with
it.
that tech, Bud.
But no, it was a
purpose.
blast.
Yeah, the sun down there, we went to the Dominican. It's got a more kick to it than around here.
It's a different sun.
It wants to kill you. The sun wants to kill you. down there.
I heard you.
It wants to kill you.
Yeah, I got a little sunburn the first 2 days, and I went down there thinking, I'll be all right. I'm all right here. No, it was
You're
bad.
taking a pale face down there like me, and it ain't going to
Yeah.
go well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
I have
crazy.
to-
You can get a suntan through your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Sunburn through your shirt.
Yeah.
I'd have to bring all my long sleeve shirts along.
Yeah.
Did you guys play like water polo or something?
We kind of got roped into that, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So, yeah, you don't want to see pictures. We look a little dorky, but.
yeah, with them.
What do you mean? That's all the more reason to see the picture.
Yeah.
Like a,
Speedos?
It's
No,
not
no,
you're
no.
water up to your shoulders, and then you got somebody like Colby you're playing against. That's
yeah, no, they put like it looks like underwear on your head, and then you throw a ball around, I guess. But yeah, no, it was fun. I mean, went
Did you
snorkeling.
play in water that you could touch,
Oh,
or
yeah.
was it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, no, we can touch.
Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say if you guys treaded the
No.
whole
When
time,
they,
I
when they
would
play
be.
that game in real life, then they're treading water, and I'd already be sinking.
No.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just a casual kind of thing, but the guys that work there, they're pretty athletic, and they got pretty aggressive with it.
Oh yeah. So I blocked a shot from one of the workers there, and he thought it was hilarious. Starts smacking me on my back. Well, my back is sunburned, and I'm like about ready to scream because it's hurting so bad. Yeah, no, it was good. We had to get away from that though. We had to just kind of start swimming away and throw our at things in the water. And,
Yeah.
but no, it was fun. We went snorkeling. That was kind of neat.
Let's see. It says here that he was told to put sunscreen on multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah, next time I go, I definitely learned my lesson. I'm probably going to tan before I go next time.
A lot of people do that. Do
Yeah.
the old fake bake before they go down.
Yeah.
I always thought that was stupid, but no, I get it. I get it.
Absolutely.
You learned.
Yeah, definitely learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't, it don't matter. You're going to turn color pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, I don't tan well, period. Most of the summer at work, I wear long sleeve shirts. Got a big old straw hat. I wear it all day long.
You look a little funny down there with the long sleeve shirts. I don't think I hardly seen any.
I'd still wear them. I don't care.
Well,
You got to get all them button-up Hawaiian shirts. You know, you got to look
Yeah.
festive.
Well, don't they make any of them long sleeves?
That way they know we're a tourist.
Yeah.
all the locals probably had long sleeves on though. You notice that?
A lot of them did.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
smarter than
Smarter,
the local,
yeah.
or than the income.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah.
I forgot what humidity was, and man, was it humid down there. I was actually kind of excited to get back here so I can actually breathe. You know, good. You like the
Oh,
humidity?
I loved it. I
but
loved everything about it. Yeah, 75 at night, like
Yeah.
85 during the day. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, really humid.
Perfect.
No, it was fun. It was fun. I never thought I'd go out of the country, but I'd definitely do it again.
Yeah. Were you ever, I mean, was it all inclusive or was any part of it shaky to get to the resort or anything like that, or a bus ride that was?
Yeah, yeah. The bus ride from the airport to that got interesting. There was an intersection where I don't know what they're doing, construction or something.
It's just the way people don't really
And-
like care about rules or lights.
Oh,
or
yeah, it's-
street signs and lights don't mean anything.
No,
Yep.
no,
Yep.
and just because there's 3 lanes drawn on the road doesn't mean they're not going to use like 6 lanes. And then it's nuts. The motorcycles zipping between people, and I'm pretty sure we hit somebody.
Our
on
bus
the
ran
way.
into, we ran into a car, but nobody really cared. The car kept going. We just kept going. We passed the car, and I was like, okay, it doesn't matter.
Just give them a
Yep.
little beep beep.
So
and-
That was when we got off the plane. The first day we were up
Yeah.
the bus, and then it's like,
What
yeah.
are we doing? What did we
I
get
thought it
into?
was like WWE. We're just gonna plow our way through there and make
Yeah.
it.
So the videos you see on YouTube and stuff, that's the way it is down there then with the driving and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, but I mean, I didn't feel never like crime or felt like there was anything that way. You know, everything was fine. I mean, when you're driving off into different areas, there's a lot of garbage along the roads and stuff. But then you see this guy out with this pointless job picking up garbage in the center of what looks like an interstate. But on the outsides, it's just full of garbage. So I was like, well, that's got to feel like a pointless job.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you lived in South Dakota, by tomorrow morning, it would be full of garbage again with the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. You know, like I said, things are different, but no, it was.
Oh yeah, we're
I
not
didn't feel.
we're not in the Midwest anymore.
Everybody's a lot. Granted, you're on vacation, but they're not entitled. They're just a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Everybody's just super pleasant to talk to or be around. Yep. No matter where you went.
And that was the Dominican you guys went to?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my first vacation that didn't involve motorsports of some sort.
Yeah.
It's weird going there and just like, okay, well, we don't really have anything to do today, so
Well, my
Let's
wife would
relax.
probably kind of say
You
the
know?
same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to the zoo last year.
yeah.
That didn't involve racing. Otherwise, everywhere I take her, it seems to be racing.
Yeah. In March,
Sorry, honey.
In March, I'm going down to Phoenix, so that'll be fun. See daughter and stuff, but she has a really nice pool. It's like a resort, so we'll just sit
Oh,
at
there
the
you
pool
go.
every day. So, but
March.
So it's kind of like all inclusive.
Yeah, it's like
it really
your
is.
place will be like that too now. You got a pool at your place
I have a feeling Saturday might be that way. Like, yeah, people might show up at my house early. I just won't know they're there. And then
Well, you
Jamie
got-
might
you
show
got a
up,
little
which
time yet.
might make Jamie late to the races. Yeah.
No.
No,
What
Nate
Nate said.
Dillon's watching. He's sitting in Cancun right now
Oh yeah.
with the sunburnt back.
In one day.
Use
Yeah,
sunscreen, Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little sunscreen, Nate.
Yeah, he
That's
just
what
left
they-
yesterday.
That's what they say.
Oh
That
Tan
sucks the
first.
fun out of your vacation.
no.
I know the daughter went on a Spanish trip, and I can't tell you where they went, but they were down in South America somewhere. I should remember them things. But there was a few girls. There was one girl come home. Her face was like leaking, the blisters. She was
Oh.
holding like Kleenex up to soak it
Oh.
because she just fried herself.
Yeah, not
It's
good.
Like,
I-
oh,
I
that,
think you could do that in Australia as hard as it gets there.
that would just ruin
For some
the
of
whole
those
vacation,
races.
I think.
Yeah.
But
That'd be a place worth going sometime.
That's a long plane
That's
ride.
yeah, that's the only downfall is that plane ride.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could go to like Hawaii, let alone go all the way to Australia. So
well, we won the lottery because that's what it's going to take to get us to Australia. Then we just fly first class or we rent our own jet.
Yeah, you're definitely winning the lottery.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. Otherwise,
I
how
mean,
can you
even
go to
Larson
Australia?
flies commercial, doesn't he?
What's that?
Even Larson flies on a commercial plane, let alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we win, $800 million in the lottery. I'm old enough now. I got to spend it pretty fast to get through that.
Oh, well, I'll help you.
I'll take $1 million off your hands or two if you really want to. Whenever you plan to win it. So.
I buy a ticket when I think of it. Every month I buy one or something. But
Yeah.
is there one event that you guys always look forward to the most? Is there? I mean, maybe it's different now because you'll be at,
Yeah.
but is it during the fair week? Is it what do you like
Well,
most look forward to?
Well, it used to be the high banks, you'd run the street stocks and 305s. It's kind of almost, but now since they've changed it up, our big one was probably Silver Dollar Nationals at Huset's. But now, I mean, we can probably race Wednesday night with our stock car there. I'm not real sure what I'm looking forward to this year. The fair race will be good if I can find a street stock to drive, or we do some modifications to the stock car to compete, which could happen. You don't know. But yeah, no, winning that fair race is probably the coolest one for me.
We got to be nice for just a second. Ace says hi, Dad.
Oh.
Yeah. He's his grandpa. He was going to come tonight, but I didn't want to mess his sleep up.
Yeah. What do you look forward to most?
I'd have to say probably more of the local races. The Rapid Fair, we always really enjoyed that. And so that'll be cool to have back this year. And then probably like Jackson Nationals, things like that. The reason, we go to Belleville and some of them places, but it's not as much fun because, like I said, a lot of the people we race with and friends don't get to go.
Sure.
So I enjoy actually being at the racetrack when you got like our friends that we can be around and, like I said, just enjoy the whole night more. Yeah.
But did you notice you went like this?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
included us?
yeah, like I said, it is. It's like I said, it just makes the whole night a lot more fun. So that's why I said it's someplace within 100 miles where everybody can go also.
Yeah.
I think Joe has helped Pitt once. Is it just once?
We won.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. He
So
put shocks on the front of the car and everything.
he
Yep.
needs
So
to
see,
do
at
that Rapid Speedway this year. I think Joe needs to.
No reason to be in the bleachers.
Yeah.
He needs to step up a little bit once.
So
Maybe he could start doing some yoga to get himself in shape because he was whining about his knees or something, wasn't he, afterwards for standing all night?
Oh, really?
No,
That's what all them light rear tires are for.
Yeah. You sit down and take a break.
Yep. Yeah.
So maybe
That's
he just
even-
got
You
to
watch Rosie. I mean, he's sat in them things for the last 40 years.
Yep. None are the just the unmounted ones even. So
Yep.
he just makes a little pile and there he sits selling tires. But
no.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
but
that's-
and you guys are always welcome to come down. Like I said, well, I got to see Bud every Sunday night.
he was so nervous we were going to lose a shock.
Yeah, he said that. He was a nervous wreck that night. Yeah. Which I don't know why. Like I said, yeah, it was.
Knowing Joe, he probably checked to see how tight he had it like 10 times to see
Yeah.
if it was right.
Yeah.
So,
I think he was almost surprised when I just kind of told, yeah. Well, I mean, he said he was willing to help. What do you want to do? So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know if you know a quick thing about Joel. If anybody's looking for a motorcycle, an older motorcycle, Joe and his son Andrew find all these motorcycles and they fix them up.
Really?
And it's a really good gig for him. But every once in a while, Joe goes, "Oh, I just get so sick of that gas smell." You know, he
the
just
gas,
the
yes,
old gas.
yes.
You
Oh,
know,
it's- yeah.
he's just like, "Oh, I just
He is
get
orange
so
and thick
sick
when
of
he
that."
takes it
But,
out, I'll bet.
but I can't believe how many motorcycles they've actually taken from non-working, in the corn shed, and basically got them back to life and cleaned them all up and running super well. And
I'm not sure,
so-
but I think Rachel really likes it too because it keeps him out of the house. maybe.
yeah,
But,
absolutely. I'm sure Rachel's happy.
So how many of them has he done then? So, I mean, he does that like just kind of a side gig?
Oh,
A
yeah.
side
They make
gig.
money on it?
Something
Yeah,
to do
they
at
make
night.
decent money when they resell them, but I bet, oh man, I hate to guess.
I don't.
200?
No
Oh,
kidding.
man.
He bought and sold mine.
Andrew finds them.
Huh.
Joe doesn't find them. Joe just helps work on them.
Huh.
But Andrew works on them. Joe works on them. And he even bought a nice big lift now, so he doesn't have to bend over.
there
He
you
can
go.
Work right
Yeah.
here. So, yeah. So if anybody's looking for an older motorcycle, and Wilkie over here, they're not for sale. But
No.
he has, what,
Jethro's
60
got
of them in there?
yeah, he's
70
got
of them
quite
in
a
there?
collection.
Holy moly.
So,
That's his little thing, but he just repairs them and then sets them in his shed.
Just collects them,
and
huh?
they're spotless.
Oh, yeah.
Everything Wilkie's
His are-
got is spotless.
There's
If you ever want to, if Jeff Wilkie ever sells something, don't be afraid to buy it.
Really? Yeah.
No, she'll be clean. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
But anyways, I ain't got much to do with racing.
You got anything else about racing?
No, I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got it going on now. We got the dash going, so the racing started.
Yep.
Um,
Ironic thing is, Jamie sent me a text a few nights ago to a group text we got with some friends that raced down in Texas. in 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, really? Is that a hint? So I don't think she's excited for the racing season, but it was kind of funny that she said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all starting shortly here. Everywhere, it's going to get going again.
Yep.
And I'm obviously going to go this is going to be the earliest I've ever gone to a race when I go down to Vegas.
Yeah. And hopefully, Rapid Speedway gets started, middle of May, like they say. So
Yep.
that would be awesome.
They're going to need a nice spring.
Yeah. Yeah, because we'll probably have close to 10 races in before we even race at Rocky. So
Yep.
if everything goes as planned, and everything's up in the air, so nothing goes as planned, seems like.
And then you have rainouts or snow.
That's what I was
outs
going to
and-
say. Yep.
Yep.
We need some moisture. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hoping not during racing time.
Yeah. Yep. On
Well-
Mondays and Tuesdays, it can rain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. It's always great to have people in the shop. That way I don't have to do all the tech stuff. We just get to do this, and it's 100 times easier. So
Yes.
thanks for
Oh,
coming
thanks for having us.
Yeah.
And,
Thanks for everything you do for us.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's great. It's
oh,
great.
maybe, do you have any sponsors? You want to give your sponsors quick? Leave us out, but who else do you got?
Yeah, so I think everybody I have had is coming back, so which is surprising because last year was not the best year for showing support, but no, I got Loneman Seed Sales, Frontier Bank, man, I should remember all these, Baker Irrigation, Corner Service in Little Rock. We're going to have a new one, I guess. The bar in Little Rock got sold to a lady in town, and we'll probably just put them on there for kind of keeping things local somewhat. Yeah, that's Dee's Hometown Bar and Grill, I think is what it's called now. It's changed names like every year, so
All I can remember is the Bucksaw.
yeah. Hog House Handyman Corey Shearer, he helps in the pits quite a bit. Yeah, I'm probably forgetting him, but Ironmonger Racing, it's in Little Rock. They work on primarily drag cars, but yeah, he helps me a lot. And if I ever need a repair, yep, yeah, he's very, very good, very good. McCarty Motors, that's a new one in Rock Rapids. Yeah, it's kind of neat to get some good sponsors that are close, that can watch you, and that would get a race close. It's help too.
It's even better.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to go to Rocky and maybe see some people that, at the end of the night. It's been 4 years of not really seeing anybody in the race in the pits after, for us, we're always too far away, and yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what we got.
Before Lee gets started on his, you're just supposed to know it was a joke. I didn't think you would consider it. That's what Jamie said.
Oh, on
Race Texas.
Race in Texas? Yeah.
Yeah, just
But
so you know.
when she sent it, I figured that's kind of like a green flag, isn't it? I mean,
That's opening the door. That's not even like
that's
the
what I'm
walk
saying.
door.
I
That's
expected
opening the
that from
overhead.
like Jared or Colby or somebody else, but not Jamie. Yep. Yeah, she was the first one to send us, so it's her fault if something happens with that.
Who do you have?
So you guys, Hoagie's Garage, yep, which has been great, and then Great Plains
Yeah.
Electric. Yeah, right. I can just read off for sure.
I should have grabbed the toy. out there.
Family business, Ghost RV.
Gonna hand you a card in case you
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
somebody.
And yep, Jamie with Complete Living Solutions. Like I said, Ryan Hofer with Great Plains Electric. Nate Thielen with Circle Performance. Jared Jansen, which you have going across the street in the JJ Designs. He helps me a lot. And like I said, just in more than just, it's not like a financial help as much as it is just on a weekly basis, just making sure that I have everything I need to go racing and then at the racetrack and everything too. So just a good friend. No, other than that, trying to think, we don't have a whole lot of sponsors. Like I said, I'm not very good at going out and getting sponsors, I guess. It feels like I'm asking or begging for money, which I've never done. So like I said, I'd love to have some major sponsors, but I'm just not a good marketer as far as selling myself. And I don't look at, I look at all the things I did wrong during the year, not the things I did right. So it's harder for me to sell myself. Yep.
Yeah.
So like I
Well,
said, it's
No, but nobody likes asking for money either.
No.
no,
it
it's
sucks.
like I said, it's
Same thing with our podcast. I mean, I have a feeling we could get a lot more. I'm super happy with it's unique that we have two in PA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have one
That's really cool.
at Knoxville, and
Well, read the names off, bud, so that we can just well mention ours now that we're going with
well, my race pass from
Yep.
Lincoln, and then Mount
Tabor Cabinetry in
in
PA.
PA, and then Morning Sun Marketplace in PA, and then
Turn 2 Lodge.
You know,
And
then
now start-
Fulton's Brothers always have our back.
Yep. And now Start to Finish
Start to
is
finish
a new one,
streaming.
or the newest one.
Yep, absolutely.
I did see Race Pass come out with something new again today, but I took a picture of it if we wanted to talk about it. But
Yep.
I don't remember what it was. Something new to their service again. Well, maybe we'll mention it at the end of the show when we do our little exit thing. Then I can look it up.
There we go.
I don't want to touch my phone now because I'll screw it up.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks again for coming down, guys. We really appreciate it, and we're super excited about racing as normal. And hey, we'll be out there soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 months.
All right.
Now you gotta go. We can't stay on too loud yet because we're still
Moonlight
live.
race parts. There, I forgot.
Moonlight Race Pass.
I was gonna say, I was like, well, I didn't want